Hello, can I help you?
Yes. Could you tell Dr. Martin that Lieutenant Anders needs to speak with him? Tell him that it's urgent, and it just can't wait.
All right, just, give me a moment.
Corey, with all due respect, what makes you think that asshole is going to treat the doc any differently than he treated you? He tried to break your neck.
That's exactly why we're here, Jake. Sometimes you need fresh eyes to figure out the problem.
All right.
And there's at least some small measure of respect for the doc. He's neutral, Jake.
Well,
Everybody
hey
knows
there.
that.
Lieutenant Anders, Maddie says there's some kind of an emergency. You don't seem to be injured, so how can I help the new responders?
Hey, Doc. I wish this visit was under different circumstances, but yeah, there's a bit of a problem. And I'm gonna need your help with it, medically speaking, because it involves the Warlord.
The Warlord? Well...
Warlord's addiction to chems has proven to be problematic in keeping him behind bars. I have to routinely administer a cocktail of psycho and overdrive just to keep him from burning out from the withdrawal.
Well, it's quite possible them chems impacted a pre-existing condition, amplifying what was already there.
He's too violent and too unstable to keep the chems from him. I suspect he'd be classified as paranoid schizophrenic, delusional, and narcissistic. Add into that violent behaviors and mood swings, and you've got the Warlord. Hell, Doc, the last time I was in his cell to administer chems, he snapped and had me in a hostage situation.
What? Now how'd you even done get yourself in that pickle?
Complacency. I've been too lax, Doc. I figured he wouldn't do anything to the person feeding his addiction. Plus, I was trying to pull out some more information. Evidence, really, of his instability for the trial. It went poorly.
Well, you're obviously all right now. But you know better than that, Anders. Well, that's a textbook case of patient manipulation.
Yeah, I know. It's why I need you to do this for me, CJ. You know I wouldn't ask this if I didn't feel that it was critical.
Well, all righty. Just tell me what you need of me.
You're an unbiased professional, Doc. I'm thinking if you do a psyche eval on the Warlord, then it's going to hold more weight than my own, especially now that he's directly attacked me. That's a different sort of evidence, you know? We're running short on time, Doc. Grab what you need, and then we'll head out.
Korinne, I ain't seen you this antsy since the time Jackson proposed to you back at the vault. All right, let me grab my bag, and I'll have a quick chat with my staff. Then I'll meet you outside, Lieutenant.
Jackson?
Don't ask. Let's just go.
Dr. Martin, Lieutenant Anders. He's been pretty quiet today.
Please keep out of arm's reach from the bars, Doc.
Of course. Of course. Whew.
Anders, you're early, and you've brought company, I see. Fresh meat.
How's the hand, Raider?
Never better. How's the throat?
Peachy. This is Dr. Martin. He's here to have a little chat with you. I'll be just down the hallway, Doctor. I'm leaving a fire breather here. For your safety.
What? No goodbye kiss?
Well, hi there, sir. Like she said, I'm Dr. CJ.
I know who you are, Doctor. There's people out there who would sell their mothers for your services.
I think I heard that. Now, Mr. Warlord, if you heard me, then you know I don't pick no sides. Raiders or responders, everyone else in between. You're all welcome down to my clinic.
Then why did Anders bring you here?
Best I can tell is that she'd like me to have a conversation with you. Believe it or not, Mr. Warlord, but we doctors tend to want to help others. And I suspect Miss Anders ain't lost that side of her training. So, we'll talk for a bit, if that's all right with you, Mr. Warlord.
Whatever. It's not like I'm fucking going anywhere.
Now, Anders tells me that you're addicted to a mess of chems. Psycho and overdrive, to be particular. That's an interesting cocktail, Mr. Warlord, especially when mixed with the hooch. Now, they tried to detox you. Why don't you go on and tell me a little about that?
Why don't you ask the responder with the broken collarbone? Even those fuckers in blue don't want me off the chems, Doc. Anders comes in once a day to slip it in. Oh, they'd love me to be clean. Better the devil you know, eh?
Mr. Warlord, do you think of yourself as the devil? Or some kind of demon?
Why not? After all, we live in this hell.
So, you see the world is some form of a hell? Why? Why don't you see we done made a whole mess of progress?
Look around you, Doc. The old ways, they don't matter anymore. Progress is an illusion. All of this is an illusion. We are who we were meant to be. Some of us just figured it out before others.
So, Mr. Warlord, if this is just your natural self, then why the chems? Now, ain't that just feeding in the illusion?
Chems. You don't want to see me without 'em. Ask Anders.
Now, what happens when you ain't on them?
Voices. Thank whatever god you pray to that I don't always listen to 'em. Because right now, they're telling me to reach through those bars and rip out your fucking throat.
So the chems, they're some form of control, Mr. Warlord?
Control? No. It's clarity, Doc. Clarity leads to control.
So exactly what are you in control of?
You. Me. Everyone. Who do you think controls the hordes? Who do you think keeps those jackals in check?
Mr. Warlord, what is your passion? What is it that you want to do in your life above all other things?
Carnage. Murder. The thrill of slaughtering your enemies. The sensation of the kill.
And what's it like, that sensation?
You really want to know, don't you? How can words explain the sensation? It's the only thing I truly feel anymore.
And guilt? Why ain't you felt any sort of remorse for all that destruction you gone and done?
You think that I have an illness. You think that I am diseased. No, good doctor. This world is diseased. This world is a rotting carcass. And I am the vulture who feasts upon it.
He's a paranoid schizophrenic. He's delusional with auditory and visual hallucination. He's also a violent narcissist with an addictive personality to boot. No, I don't envy you one peck there, Corey.
I'm pretty sure no one envies me, CJ. Every day that goes by, I watch him slip between realities, hold conversations with phantom images, and promise of violence, of which I've already experienced.
You're doing the best you can there, Corey. That's all anyone can do what we got out here anymore. And it ain't easy. He don't hold himself to any sort of code of moral humanity, but I think it's 'cause he don't believe that exists no more.
So do we just ignore what he's done then? He orchestrated and took part in killing numerous responders that weren't even looking for trouble with the raiders. He's terrorized people just trying to survive, CJ. He's described to me almost daily how he's going to kill Connor while I watch.
Now, I ain't saying there ain't no psychosis there, Corey, 'cause I reckon there is. All I'm saying is, I don't want to be in your shoes.